CEO of the Bama Companies. It's my family's business, remember? I told you in vlog 1 who I was and what I was going to be doing. My grandmother is actually the founder of our company. So in my family, being a woman and head of a corporation is not such a big deal. In America, unfortunately, it is a big deal. There are less than 500 women running corporate America. And frankly, I think that might be part of the problem we find ourselves in today. Women work differently than men. Yeah, it's a fact. Women work with their heart. And one of the most popular blogs that I've done is a blog that we wrote about emotional quotient, EQ. Well, you might be wondering, what in the world is EQ? EQ is a code word or a synonym for emotional quotient. What is emotional quotient, you might be asking? Well, emotional quotient means working from your heart. It means being in your heart, not in your head. Today, corporate America operates from its head. Corporate America is a finance-driven organization. Our stock market is driven by quarterly earnings. Not just quarterly earnings, those earnings have to be ever increasing. A corporation in America today cannot have a bad quarter. How many of us in our entire lives, how many of you that are watching today, in your entire life have never had a bad day? How many of you have never had a bad month? How many of you have never had a bad quarter? Do you realize that that is our expectation of America's corporations today? Isn't that a bit unrealistic? Now, let me take you to a place inside a corporation. In fact, a corporation that you might know, a corporation that you might work at. Because if you work at a corporation today that's traded on the American Stock Exchange or the New York Stock Exchange, you might be feeling just this way. And this is what happens when a corporation operates only from its head. You might be feeling pressure. You might be feeling like you're just a number. You might be looking around and wondering, is it only me that thinks things around here are a little bit, well, I'll just say, fake or false? Do you scurry around at the end of the month making a lot of crazy decisions and you don't really know what the purpose of the company is? Have you ever been told, if you're a customer service person, that your voice is going to be recorded? And that the reason you're going to be recorded is because it's quality control. In quality control, have you ever had to make a customer wait on the line for more than 20 minutes? Does that seem like quality control? How about the fact that you, as a customer service person who's told that you're going to be recorded, how about the fact that you might not even be given the responsibility to take care of a customer's issues? Why would they be recording you and not recording themselves? Doesn't that seem a little, well, fake or false? That's what I'm talking about today. Corporations in America are run from their head. All of the ego-driven practices that your corporation might be engaged in, they're not for you. And yes, you should be looking around wondering, is anybody here thinking that this is kind of crazy, what we do around here? Yes, you should be saying that to yourself, and you and your coworkers should be saying that to each other. And you should be asking management those questions when they give you an opportunity to ask questions at the Q&A sessions, that they might send out an email and ask for your opinion on things. We and our organization at Bama do not run our company in this manner. It's not an easy road to have a company that has EQ, that's filled with EQ, that's filled with people who work from their heart, who work from the love of what they might learn from someone else or the love of what they might get from someone else. Corporations today are heartless, head-driven enterprises, wastelands, soulless wastelands that don't offer any real emotional connection to that corporation. And I might tell you that that is one of my biggest reasons that I feel that corporate America has fallen as far as it's fallen, and I believe it will fall even more. Because to be a human being in this world means you have a heart. You're born with a heart and you're born with a soul. And what that intention that we were given by our Creator was to work with your head, your heart, and your soul. Today, more than ever, people need to know that they're working in an organization that values them, that treats them with respect and dignity, no matter who they are. And if they make a suggestion for something to improve, it would be nice if someone took that suggestion and actually got back to them and said, thank you for making that suggestion, because we're all working here as a team and we really want to make this place better for all of us. What I see in corporate America today is a lot of the high-tech companies, a lot of the companies like Google and Apple Computer. What I see them doing is caring for their employees, as well as the bottom line. And what I see is a lot of you breaking off from corporate America because you can't stand working in a heartless, soulless wasteland. Corporate America needs to wake up. And the way that corporate America is going to wake up is when it hits them in their pocketbook. When they can't find any team members to work for them, when they can't continue sprawling out all over America in mall after mall after mall, when they can't grow, when they can't fill their own pockets full of the profits of the organization. Then and only then will the corporate raiders of today step back and take a look and say, what is missing? Why are we falling so far behind the Chinese and the Indians? Maybe then they'll look at all of us and we'll tell them what they need to do to be successful. Bring your heart to work, guys. Stop taking all the money out of the corporations. Start caring for your people and start caring for your customers. And then you'll have a successful organization.